They don't help you lose weight or make you healthier. All they do is siphon your hard-earned money from your bank account directly into the pockets of thieves, liars, and atheists who only care about their bottom line and don't give a damn about your health at all. Finally, you could put all your hope and desperation into the newest fad diet everyone is talking about. A fad the experts will denounce in a few months from now in another bid to steal money away from your wallet. The Salvation Diet, what would Jesus eat, is the opposite of a fad. It's a return to the way of eating and living commanded by the Lord himself over 2,000 years ago. This diet was correct in the time of Jesus. It's correct now, and it'll still be correct 1,000 years from now because the Bible and the Word of God do not change. Let me ask you this. How much is it worth to you to be 100% certain you're walking along the path to biblical health? How much is it worth to you to know with absolute faith that you are following a proven plan that will extend your life, shrink your waistline, fuel you with astonishing energy, and allow you to continue to fight for your family, for God, and for the values you hold so dear? And how will you feel years from now if you're still fat, still exhausted, all the time and ashamed to look at yourself in the mirror like I was, knowing you could have changed everything just by having faith and making a simple decision right now? The regular retail price of the Salvation Diet system is just one low single payment of $97, which every man and woman who's used the program tells me is an absolute steal. Why? Well, just think about it for a second. Think about the last 10, 20, or even 30 years of your life. How you've constantly struggled with your weight and watched your waistline expand. How many thousands or even tens of thousands of dollars have you wasted trying and failing to get the body God intended for you? If you do the math like I did, I promise you'll be shocked and even a bit depressed. It turns out the average overweight American man spends an extra $1,152 a year just on healthcare costs. And your average overweight American woman spends $3,613 a year more. Not to mention the prejudice, the overweight suffer. Or the years, even being a little overweight, will take off your life. Now, in this video, I told you my own story of losing over 100 pounds by following the Salvation Diet. And you've heard from so many others who have raved how following this biblical approach to weight loss and fitness has changed their lives forever. But what if you don't get those results? I don't see why you wouldn't, but what the heck? What if you only lose 30 pounds or 20? Even if you only lose 10 measly pounds, you'll save at least $300 over the next year and thousands of dollars over the course of your life, not to mention the priceless days, months, and years you'll gain to spend with your family and living a truly joyous life, which should make $97 seem like the absolute bargain that it is. But you know what? This really isn't about money for me. It's about serving my fellow Christians and following the path laid out for me by God. I've been exactly where you are right now, and I want you to experience what it's like to have a body that truly reflects the glory of God. I want to make this decision so easy for you, you can't help but take this first step towards biblical health. First, I want to take a whopping 30% off the one-time enrollment fee in the Salvation Diet, which drops your price to just $67. I think we can both agree that's generous. But as a Christian who has been on the journey you're about to start right now and knows exactly how you feel, I want to go further. So because you've watched this far through this video, and because I can tell you're truly serious about this, I'm going to offer you the Salvation Diet, What Would Jesus Eat program, plus Sabbath Sleep Hacks, The Secret of Living Water, the Food Forgiveness Journal, and Let Jesus Take the Grocery Cart, a $298 real word value for just one single payment of $47 if you act right now. My marketing guy tells me I'm insane for offering this program at such a low price, and he's threatening to force me to double the price at any moment. But I'm not done. See, I really want you to know that you can trust me as a Christian and as a man here. In the book of Acts 2:42, we learn that the early Christians devoted themselves to the fellowship. They did not occasionally have fellowship, but they were the fellowship, that it was marked by a shared life together. And I want you to know that when you enroll in the Salvation Diet, you will not be walking this path alone. You'll be joining a lifelong fellowship, a community. You'll gain lifetime access to the Salvation Diet site, where you can share your hopes, fears, and stories of triumph with other enrollees forever. Plus, you'll get lifetime premium support membership. Listen, no matter how hard I work to make the Salvation Diet as complete, step-by-step, and easy to follow as possible, there are always going to be questions and particular situations I can't cover in the material. That's why I'm going to give you my personal email address and the addresses of my support team. If you ever have any questions about the Salvation Diet program, any of our gifts, or gaining vitality and health through the teachings of Christ, simply send us an email and we'll bend over backwards to make sure you get the guidance and support you need. That means you're never out in the cold, and you know you'll be truly taken care of in the tradition of Christ himself when you grab the Salvation Diet and all your gifts today. All you have to do to get started and experience real results for yourself is click the button below. If you've watched this far into this video, it's because you want this. And I bet you can imagine how it's going to feel when you start seeing the pounds melt off your body. What it's going to be like to go to your church and stand it as an example to your friends and fellow worshipers. And all you have to do to follow Jesus' example to astonishing health is click the button below right now. Simply click the button and enter your credit card information on the next page. Our secure payment processor will lock in the special discount price on the full program now before I'm forced to raise it. And you'll be given immediate online access to the complete program and all your special gifts, so you can access this life-changing material anywhere, anytime you want from your phone, computer, or tablet. And just in case you have a sliver of doubt left, let me back everything up with my full faith, no questions asked, 100% money back guarantee. Romans 8:1 says, "There is therefore no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus." And as a fellow follower of Christ, I want you to know you can trust me to guide you on your path to greater health. Listen, I know what the current political environment and the state of our country is in. Money can be tight right now. That's why I'm going to go out on a limb here and offer you my 100% satisfaction. You'll lose weight and feel healthier, or don't pay guarantee. Here's how it works. Simply click the button below. Join the Salvation Diet community for life for just one single payment of $47. Read the easy to follow lessons, watch the videos like so many have before you. Use this stuff. See the changes in your body. Feel the increase in your energy and happiness. If you aren't 100% satisfied, if you don't believe with all your heart that the Salvation Diet, What Would Jesus Eat, is worth at least 3 times what you paid today, simply let me know anytime in the next 365 days, and I'll refund your tiny investment right away with no questions asked, and we'll open up your spot in the community to someone else. Listen, I personally don't believe I deserve your money unless I over-deliver on my promises and unless you get astonishing results. Plus, I know from personal experience and from the men and women who have used the program and seen their body transform in shockingly little time that you're going to be thrilled with the program, that you're going to be amazed at how easy it is to finally lose the weight for good. Which is why I'm willing to take all the risk on myself to trust you will be honest with yourself and with me by giving this extremely generous 1-year guarantee. All you have to do is click the button below and you'll have access to the Salvation Diet plus your 4 free gifts in just 2 short minutes. But you really do have to act right now. I'm offering the Salvation Diet plus all of your 4 free gifts plus lifetime access to the community and premium support for just $47 as a market test, but I'm probably going to have to raise the price or even double it in the very near future. See, my marketing guy and I have a little bet going. If I lose, you lose too. He keeps telling me that $47 is too low, that people aren't going to believe that you can get such incredible results for less than you will pay for your kid to get a new video game. My personal mission is to help 1 million Christians lose weight and get into biblical shape so we can fight against the terrible changes this country is going through. And if my marketing guy is right, I'll have to raise the price to something more realistic in order to do that. But if you're seeing this video, it means you can still get the astonishing discount, even though everyone else may have to pay much more. Listen, I don't want to pressure you here, but it's your turn to make a choice. Just as my turn when God put this path before me. Right now, as you watch this video, you're at a crossroads that's going to affect your health, your happiness, your family, and your country forever. As you know, God gave us the gift of free will, the gift of choice. And like Noah, Moses, even the disciples themselves, you have a choice right now to continue to sin against God by polluting the body he gave you, or to make the choice to follow his word and walk the path to happiness, health, and true salvation. When you think about it, you'll realize you will only have 3 options. Option number 1, do nothing. You can simply let this video end, leave this site behind, and try to forget or ignore everything I've said. You can continue to wake up every morning in pain, to feel powerless against the temptation of sugar, to feel nausea and ashamed when you look in the mirror. You can continue to march towards an early death like the liberals and the atheists want you to get out of the way of their progressive agendas as they embrace everything Jesus and the Bible are against. Option number 2, you can take what you learned today and try to figure out this biblical path to weight loss, health, longer life yourself. Honestly, you can try this. Everything in the Salvation Diet is inspired from the holy words of the very same Bible you worship from every week. But you've already heard about the journey I went through to discover this, to develop the system that takes you by the hand and shows you each and every step on your road to health and salvation. If you're honest with yourself, you know you simply won't take the time or put in the work to do it yourself. Even if you did, there would always be doubt in your mind that you would have missed something, that you interpreted something wrong, that you were on the wrong path. Which leaves us with option number 3. Let me take the risk for you. Do what so many Christians, just like you, have already done. Use the proven systems of the Salvation Diet to gain the health, energy, and vitality you are entitled to by God. Like I said, I am fighting to keep the price as low as possible, but it's almost certainly going to go up soon. If you leave this site and come back later, you may be forced to pay double the low discounted price I'm offering today. And if that happens, there's simply nothing I can do. And remember, with my generous 1-year guarantee, there's absolutely no way you can lose. Simply click the button below right now. Listen, when it comes down to it, this isn't about saving a few bucks or getting back at the diet gurus who have been ripping you off for years. It's about obeying God, being there for your family, serving your community, and living life that is inspired by Christ. Like I said, the mission God has given me is to help 1 million Christians escape the terrible curse of obesity. That's why I'm so passionate about getting this system into your hands today, so you can have the health and energy you need to accomplish the mission Christ has set for you. Whether that's to be an example to your children, to spread his word to those who need to hear it most, to fight on the battlefield of politics to keep America from becoming as godless and sinful as Sodom and Gomorrah, I want you to know what it's like to know you are truly obeying his will and serving your fellow man according to his plan. I can tell you right now, it's a pretty great feeling. But the only way I can help you is if you take action right now and click the button you see below on your screen. I can't wait to hear from you after you dig into the Salvation Diet. Stop relying on fads. Stop polluting your body with fast food. Stop feeling the cravings that have led you to the sin of gluttony again and again. I can't wait for you to look in the mirror and finally see the biblical body that honors God, praises Jesus, and enables you to the life he intended for you. The first step to your physical, emotional, and spiritual salvation is simply to click the button below. Remember when I told you about my beloved Uncle Kenny? Kenny was a man of faith, a great husband and father, a soldier for this great country. My one regret is that I wasn't able to share this program with him before it was too late. It is too late for Uncle Kenny, but it's not too late for you. Simply click the button below, enroll in the program, try it out. I personally promise you and your family will be very happy you did. Just that I am so happy and thankful I was able to make these changes in my life so I could stick around and be the uncle to my nieces and nephews. No matter what, as a fellow follower of Christ, I want to thank you for your time. Again, my name is Chris Walker, and I hope you will make the wise choice to enroll in the Salvation Diet now.